Anyway, yeah, we're going live. Sorry if there is anybody with Twitch issues. Twitch is rubbish. What can I say? And we're going live. Who are you on?
I'm on Kenny from the start disc.
Here's Kenny. Brilliant. Oh my god, Retribution for the first. Nice bit of plasma. Gets the kill there. Might want to start setting up for the first squad actually. This is the first map we did our map guides on.
Yeah, and also, I'll tell you what's interesting, and I'm looking forward to seeing, is this is the first time we've watched Retribution since the change to 100 bullets to the machine gun and 4 damage, so I know that was a long time ago, those changes,
really?
But that is the first time we've seen it since then.
Wow, here we go, first quad of the map! Oh my god, Stride just saves it away from the wall. He doesn't get much of an advantage though.
No advantage at all.
And
you always have to remember that going for quad sometimes on this map could leave you out of position for the red armor, and you have to decide as a team: is it better to keep control of the red armor, or is it better to go and try and get quad?
Yeah, it is a risk you have to take. Actually, I mean, it is rail there still, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't they change it for a bit to shotgun or something? I can't remember now.
Well, for the entirety that the map was played competitively, almost 90% of the time it was played, it was shotgun where the rail currently is and rail where the shotgun
the
is.
basement, yeah. But they changed it back, didn't they? Thank God for that.
They did change it. Although I kind of liked it like that.
Yeah, it meant NVC crouching and hiding in the basement wasn't so ineffective.
Exactly. He wasn't just waiting for the shotgun anymore, he was waiting for the rail.
Nice railing from Detour, experienced Quake 3 player, 72% rail. I mean, this is kind of map is, there's almost only one tactic to it, except unless you are extremely coordinated, organised and skilled players. I mean, we saw Sweden play the counter tactic to this really defensive, playing the yellows and Mega really effectively before. I think they beat France doing it. And
that was France in Quake 3.
Yeah, one of the top DM7 teams, so the last stages of Quake 3. So it is possible, but generally, main tactics for this: rush in, win over that red armor, win over that rail, full on aggression.
That's true, but there are all sorts of like mini battles taking place across the map as well. Like the battle for mega health is extremely important. Even if you're the team holding the red, you always want to try and keep that timed. Send your red armor player or a player that's strong enough out to that mega health and keep that under control as well. And that is a standard thing for DM7.
Wow, Immortal is absolutely tanked to the brim here. Look at him, arrogant rails there, gets a shotgun out of it as well. Oh, picks up. I don't even have a quad counter now, because I'm not pro. How unfair is that?
Well, Des, I'm here to tell you that that's 6 kills. 6 kills and he goes down, but that's a real nice quad run for Immortal and Team 102, because it was quite a close game until that point. We're only in Team Evo were within a few frags, and things are looking all right for them, because even after that strong quad from Deliberate Murder, look at Team Evo's setup at the red.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, they seem to mop up a lot of frags as 102 started to make their way towards that quad. Obviously, Immortal got through unscathed, but I think the rest of his team went down. Team Evo were able to pick up quite a few weapons and ready to counter the quad. I mean, they did get a lot of frags. I think actually, didn't he get a rail frag on a fresh spawner with a guy standing in front as well? Like an ownage annihilation style frag.
May well have done.
Nice play by Kenny. Takes out 2 players and gets a free rail call.
Yeah, that's a real nice push, because, if you can push like that and keep the fight out of the red armor room, that just means more free pickups on the red, more free pickups on the rail, and no pressure on those items. That's exactly the situation Team Evo want to be in.
Evo have just got to be careful when they're attacking the Mega here, but there could be a great opportunity for example, Kenny to move back that way in the yellow armor, start railing in the yellow armor pickups. Did I just say rail armor?
Rail armor, yeah. It's the armor that protects you from the rail.
Yeah, we definitely want to grab a bit of that on this map. Oh, Kenny doesn't know which way to look. Does hit his first rocket, he misses out on that red.
That's a good attack from 102. Oh, misses his jump slightly. Misses out on that 50 health.
He's well out of the way for the quad as well. And there's a Tito. Nice little weight, takes out Immortal. Picks up his drop rail as well, so he's got rail plasma shotgun. Oh, he's wanted his teammates getting ahead of him there. Could be being very cautious, but I don't think he wasn't quite aware because it was still there.
Yeah, that...
We all saw it.
When he was stood in that doorway, refusing to push in, I think the delay cost him. I don't know if they saw the glow, but as soon as that rail hit him, all his momentum was dead, and it was just a painful death from there.
It's one of the more obvious maps for how to structure a quad run on and like moving into a dangerous area. You've really got to get your teammates in there first, taking the...
And you can't have hesitation either, because you send in a teammate ahead of you, he's probably going to die quite quick, but if you follow him in straight away, you've still got that tiny window where they're shooting at your teammate and not you, and that can be all you need at the highest level.
Yep, he runs one way, you run the other, they're going to have to switch. Wow, really nice rocket there from Stry getting that frag in. But Team Evo have been pushed to this yellow armor side of the map again. It really is difficult. What kind of stats are you looking at on the mega health? I can't see.
At the moment it's 8 taken by Deliberate Murder and only 2 by Team Evo, and Deliberate Murder have the advantage on the Reds as well, 10-4, so you know, taking that into account, the scorer line is actually not that bad for Team Evo right now. Only behind by 9 despite the disparity in the item pickups.
It's quite a good idea, I mean, on this map, even if you're not going to rush in at that red and challenge for it the whole time, keeping it close, and then in the last few minutes aggression, you can bring that score back, just take the game in the last minute.
That's true.
Gonna be difficult though. 10 frags is the margin. Still following Stry, shotgun in hand. Ickheads takes him out pretty comfortably though. He's got a really nice stack, although lost a lot of that. Immortal picking up the quad. Look at it, down to 26 health from that machine gun fire. Yellow armor is up to 50 health as well. Doesn't pick the yellow. Oh, gets caught out. So close to going down there. Does pick up the frag though with that railgun.
Why didn't he pick the yellow up? I don't understand.
Don't think he knew it was there.
Surely he saw it.
Does get caught out though. Stuck in that long range doorway. His teammates were in there attacking, but that was I think it was Stry, was it? Good focus to make sure he took out the quad. Really important on this map. On any map.
Every map.
Every map.
Every map that has a quad, that is. No, I'm really impressed by Team Evo so far on this map. It was a crushing defeat, map 1 of course, and to only be 8 frags behind coming up to the halfway point, I think that is something to be commended.
L-term commended, nice.
That is a brilliant round. That's just map knowledge, that is, knowing you can do that.
Yeah, very good play. I really missed this map. I love this map. It's so different to any other map. I'm really surprised.
Looks to be a failed attack as well. Just picking up a few more frags there.
They are in a little bit of trouble on 102. I'm really surprised at just how they've decided to back off when they were well on top of the Reds and the Megas. Here we go. Here's the quad, and it's picked up pretty comfortably by Tyke. In fact, he's got 100 armor to his name. Shotgun in hand. Oh, gets pummeled once. Almost quite on a second. Got to be cautious here. I want to pick up the ammo crate. He does do that. Get back into the red room. I'm surprised that 102 have actually gone in there against the quad, and the teams are tied. In fact, now Team Evolution lead.
Yeah, I have to say this is impressive stuff.
Nice frag. Oh, it does get machine gun down. I wasn't actually watching his health then, so I was a bit surprised. But how many frags did he get there? 5 or 6?
No, I didn't
7,
actually
maybe?
look at the counter, but he got enough frags to put his team in the lead this. That's all that matters.
Really, really impressive play. I think, oh my god, brilliant rocket from Stry. He's retained
Not for the
control of
first
that railgun
time. He's
as
hit
well.
some great rockets there, Dis.
Brilliant frag. Kind of put himself in a vulnerable position though, going for that frag. Misses out on that. Control of that railgun still. That's really good plasma positioning. Mickets can just block off that doorway. That's good, he's kept them in there.
Yeah, even if they want to push in now, Team Evo, those members are severely wounded.
bleeding. Bleeding. Are you adjusting the sound?
No, I tabbed out to check something. When I leave the game window,
it goes silent.
It goes silent, yeah.
There you go. Teams are tied up again. You see, this is the thing, right? When 102 go aggressive, they have the upper hand and they're going in the lead. So it's just quite surprised me that they sat back and let Team Evo come back into it.
Yeah, I mean, sitting back, they're a smart team. They know when to time attacks and things, but they're also great at just being in the face of the opposition. Players like Immortal, their fighting skills, it suits them more to play an aggressive game.
One frag is the gap between them as the quad spawns. That's really good. Rocket defense. Detor does grab it, but goes down pretty quick. It's Fortune. Excellent dodging backwards and forwards. 64% rail he's hitting at the moment. 41% machine gun. Those are the two kind of stats.
This standard is standard for Fortune.
The 4-2-1.
Oh wow! Telefrags perfectly.
Let's try time that pretty well. Don't think he planned that one.
No, I don't think you can because it's just more luck than judgment. But he was timing the mega perfectly, so he gets his reward for his good timing this.
Yeah,
I know timing's not an element you particularly enjoy, but I'm sure there's plenty of people who appreciated that.
Beautiful. There you go, 102 sitting back again. I wonder, I mean, we haven't watched this cut though, I wonder maybe machine gun assessing isn't as effective as it used to be.
Well, I said it earlier, I mean, you've got 4 damage machine gun now. That's a hell of a difference between the past where you'd have 3, maybe 4 people pushing red simultaneously with their 5 damage machine guns. You know, all those bullets flying around. That's a lot of damage difference when you add it all up.
It certainly is. The drop weapons as well. I mean, people are always going to have weapons pretty much in this area.
Exactly. I mean, it would often be the case where you might be holding this in Quake 3 with no weapon drop, but you only have 1 rail to defend with, whereas in this, you know, 1 player might have some ammo left, drop his rail, then pick the other one up, and then you've got 2 rails on your team. It's a lot harder, I think, to break into the red room now.
Yeah, very good point. Team Evo still in the lead here. Kenny with 15 ammo on his rail doesn't really want to go down here because he's in such a strong position. He can get back into a dominant
that's so
position.
Unlucky. Oh wow, perfect shotgun work. That's just clutch. He had
Get the
to
hell
hit
out
both.
of there. Get that health. There's that 50. Tempting you. Oh no! There's a quad. Detor blows himself up. And there's that beautiful drop rail for Detor to pick up and play with. Nice railing.
Good railing, but they're making it far too easy for him to hit.
Oh no. This rails out of every angle now. And that's, well, in that quick grab, it just eliminated all rails from the map, I think.
I think so, unless someone wants to brave the lava to pick that other rail up.
It's something worth noting as well, because rail's so powerful on this map. If you know that no one else has got a rail on the map, then
Look
you
at
can
that rail
feel
down there, Dis. That's worth it. That's worth it. No,
What's he
you
doing?
can't do that. Still worth it.
You might as well get the plasma as well, right?
Well,
Doorway,
I
isn't it?
thought you would probably want to pick it up. It's so useful for spamming those doorways in the red armor. See, he's gone back for it.
Listen to us.
He's
Picks up
listening to the
25.
stream, clearly. He wants our advice.
There we go, gotta be careful now. Hearing sounds everywhere.
Yeah, it's that wonderful sound engine that this game is so well
famous
endowed
for,
with.
yeah. To see somebody's idea for Quake 5, new sound.
Oh, that's a real good idea. How about this for a better idea? Better sound? I'm full of the great ideas. And while we're at better sound, let's get better netcode.
There you go, pushing through this doorway, better defend it harshly. Kenny's ripped them apart. Brilliant plasma from Kenny.
I think he should have backed off into that health sooner. He should have been thinking ahead. It was too late to move to it once he realised he actually needed it.
I think I'd play this game again if this map was in the pool all the time.
Really? You're that fond of it?
I love this map.
Oh, what a rocket jump. We got a bird's eye view of it.
Nice. Picks up the frag as well. Fortune, that is excellent. Rocket jump still away that quad. 61% rail for him, still 41% MG still. Even 30% shotgun's pretty good.
I'm looking forward to seeing how many Megas Fortune's picked up at the end as well. I have a feeling he's been in charge of it.
Oh, that is perfect.
That is so arrogant. He didn't even look to see the plasma hit. He just knew.
Superb play. What's his count? Oh, you missed it, I bet.
I did.
I think it was 4 frags.
Everyone on the stream saw it. I don't need us to read it out.
I can actually look on the stream because it's behind. It was 5.
Okay.
God, what a hero I am.
You really did save the day there.
Yeah, I really did. Big moment there. He does get caught out though. Tyke with the rockets there. We are getting serious time now. I mean, we got 2 quads left.
Yeah, and it's still all up for grabs.
They are having a big impact on this map. They're either being killed instantly or they've got multiple frags on the run. I kind of don't know which way it would go. I mean, obviously 102 the favourites and 10 frags to the good at the moment.
Yeah, that's the thing. They have a lead. Having the lead is valuable on this map because, you know, at the moment, 102 don't have to force anything. It's in the back of Team Evo's mind that, you know, they still have time. They still have 2 quads left, but if that deficit's still there after those, they have to just go all out aggressive, and that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to bring the game back. It more likely means you're just going to give away frags.
Machine gun down, the Tito picking up the drop shotgun, gonna try and force back Immortal. Nice dodging around the pillar. 10 seconds to go though till quad, so there's gonna be a lot of combat over this quad area now. As you see, suddenly 102 overwhelm it.
They've got Detour here, they've got support from Ikeds.
Oh, good rail. And another rail. Ikeds picking up the frag, here's machine gun down. Important rail shots there.
Absolutely, that keeps the game alive. Kenny clutch, he has the health to back off onto as well. It's not over at all yet. 1 more quad remaining. Team Evo are only 8 frags behind, 9 frags
3
behind.
minutes.
It'd be really nice to see them win this and tie this series up. They've played so well throughout that it wouldn't be an undeserving victory at all.
You won't be happy with those shotguns.
No. Excellent. He was very clutch with the shotgun earlier, but that time, you know, the big game moments, he was on the wrong end of them.
We see though, 102 are on this quad side of the map. I wonder if they've lost that red armor position. It won't be up for 15 seconds though, and look, 3 mega for Fortune, so I'd actually say it looks pretty strong for 102 to win this mega if they push in. I mean this red, sorry. There you go, they're going to grab it. Excellent work by Fortune.
He's going to go down though, Dis, and look, 4 frag difference now.
Wow.
3 frags.
So important both teams keep grouped together now. They can't be outnumbered in any scenario. We see Stry moving in. He's 1-man army, is he? I don't know. Wasn't the greatest for you. Did actually pick up the frag though.
30 seconds until this final power-up, of course, and it could be a decisive one. If anyone can pick this up clean and with a bit of a stack, the game is theirs to win.
Almost pretty much the final red taken by 102. There'll be 1 more, but too close to the quad time. That is such a good plasma by Detta.
It really is. I think he's done enough here to lock this down.
All he needs to do, 5 seconds to go. Itito trying to dive in and save the day with the shotgun there. It didn't work out. Final quad, nobody wants it. 51 health, Immortal taking that one. Rail, Rocket. They are in the lead. They don't really need to do too much.
Well, they're
don't really
choosing
need
to
to risk
attack
anything. Oh, wow, almost got railed there. Could have been so dangerous. He was slightly faster there, but he let his teammates move in ahead of him.
Yeah, he played it perfectly. He uses the distraction of his teammates just to poke him with a rail, hit the shots, and that's it. Good game, 102. They were pushed to the limit, though, by Team Evo.
I don't know.
Listen, mate, I'm calling it right now.
Still a bit of time. They just need to push out and pick up those frags quickly. Come on. Chase it. Nice dodge by Tyke there. Needs to rush round. Oh, he's missed his shots. He is kind of low on health. He misses out on the 5 bubbles. Wow. I think, yeah. think you were right to make that call, or
I told you not to defy me. I called it early.
You are wise and moany.
But you have to commend the effort of Team Evo Dis. Crushed on the first map, but they took 102 to the limit there on DM7. Retribution, one of the all-time classics.
Disrepute's favourite map.
And top damage was Stry, as he proclaimed himself the damage king of DM7.
Is he right? What kind of damage?
Well, I did 8.1k. I'm not thoroughly impressed by that, but by Quake Live